The left-wing mainstream media just cannot believe that President Trump received a clean bill of health, something that would be good from his physician. And now they're looking for any excuse to discredit the results. Beyond pathetic. Take a look.
When he said 239 pounds.
Whatever, but I mean,
I know I'm being a girther, but I mean,
if that's what 6'3", 239 pounds looks like, that's a shock to me.
I'm not sure if it makes me feel better that this doctor says that he has no cognitive issues. It makes me feel worse.
You have covered the man for decades.
Yeah.
You feel like you've seen changes.
I'm not a doctor, but I can see that he is not the sharp mind that he was when I first met him.
Joining us now with more reaction is the author of the best-selling book Vengeance, former Speaker of the House, Fox News contributor Newt Gingrich. Let's go through this. You saw the presser yesterday. I still cannot believe what I saw. Does he have bone spurs, too much tweeting, TV, one scoop or two? Is he a drug addict? Does the president have dentures? Is he sedated? Does he need sedation? No president has ever had to undergo this garbage. It's funny, but there's really a sick side to this.
Well, let me say, first of all, as a historian, that while he didn't do it in the press room, Abraham Lincoln was attacked with about the same savagery and the same viciousness as Donald Trump. But I think, look, I'm a hawk on this, all right? I think they should line up every one of the most idiotic comments, put them on YouTube, and have a thumbs up and a thumbs down. And thumbs up means they get to stay. Thumbs down mean kick him out of the White House. Well, you have no obligation as president to have some idiot
the room will be empty.
Passionately convinced against you.
The room will be empty. Maybe you keep Dr. Liberal Joe and Dr. Mika Brzezinski.
No, it wouldn't be empty.
Pretty close.
It wouldn't be empty because you go out to local. You go to local TV stations and you say, do you have somebody who'd like to come and try out being a White House reporter? And you get a whole new generation of people who aren't jaded. They're not part of the Washington gang. They don't sit around every afternoon having a cocktail talking about how utterly stupid Trump is. And you create a whole new generation of reporters.
Okay. So we've been unpeeling on this program. You've been a big part of our coverage, the layers of the onion. A lot of progress is made. We now found out Uranium One, in fact, there's been a DOJ investigation nobody knew about for months. We had an 11-count indictment at the end of last week. Then we now know that the email server scandal, where the fix was in with Comey and Strzok, that is now back before Congress. Now the dossier is blowing up, and next week, I am told, we will have news that will shock the conscience. Here's my question. You have Hillary, we now know, rigged the primary against Bernie. He had no shot. Donna Brazile confirms it. Then we had her pay for Russian lies and propaganda to influence the American people and rig that election. Then she had Comey and Strzok because they so wanted her. They rigged the investigation. They have an exoneration before an investigation. With all of what we just talked about in the media, there's very few of us discussing this. I don't mind being out on a limb. I've done it my whole career. But now it matters because the Constitution's in play. Your reaction?
Well, I agree, and it's very parallel to what they did yesterday about the health question. How can the Washington Post or the New York Times get up in the morning and look at themselves and not cover this? I mean, there's something really that's almost pathological, because as you're pointing out, week after week, more and more things are coming out. It's not just hearsay. It's not just investigative reporting. As you pointed out, an 11-count indictment. And frankly, because I had talked to you earlier today, I talked to some business people a while ago who said to me, oh, well, how do you think all of this is going to play out? And they clearly were thinking only of Trump. And I said, well, I think the 11-count indictment on Uranium One probably doesn't bode well for Hillary. They knew nothing about it. They were shocked that it had occurred. And I think you're beginning to see the pieces come together in what I think is ultimately going to be an unbelievably big scandal, and makes me feel that the defeat of Hillary, even more important than electing Trump, defeating Hillary so the corruption couldn't go on and not be noticed, because all of this was under the rug.
And I agree with you wholeheartedly, but I really believe she's in deep trouble.
Well, clearly she's in trouble. I think the foundation's in trouble. But I think, frankly, Comey's in trouble. I think, 98% of the FBI are honorable, hardworking, serious people.
Agreed.
But at the very top, they had a layer who really had been corrupted and didn't even realize how corrupt they had become.
All right, Mr. Speaker, always good to see you.